Imagine a world where made in India replaces made in China on everything from smartphones to sneakers. With a booming economy, surging foreign investments, and a young, dynamic workforce, India seems poised to take over as the world's next manufacturing powerhouse. Meanwhile, China faces rising labor costs and growing Western skepticism. But is this shift inevitable or just wishful thinking? Can India truly dethrone China as the global manufacturing leader, or are the challenges too great to overcome?
The mobile phone that we use, the clothes that we wear, and also several other accessories that you and I use every single day come from just one country. That's China, which happens to be the world's factory for products that reach every corner of the globe.
India boasts a young population and a relatively cheaper workforce. The country is making sure it moves forward to become the world's factory. But for now, China still manufactures for the world.
India replacing China as the world's manufacturing and economic powerhouse is a debate that has gained traction in recent years. But before diving into whether India can truly take China's place, let's first lay the groundwork and explore the factors that make this argument compelling. One of the biggest reasons behind this belief is demographics. When comparing India and China side by side, a striking difference emerges, not just in sheer population size, but in the underlying trends shaping their futures. As of 2023, India's population surged past 1.44 billion, overtaking China, which now stands at 1.42 billion. However, the real story isn't just about numbers, it's about direction. Unlike India, China's population is not only slowing down, but actually shrinking. In 2022, China saw its population decrease by 1.26 million, followed by an even steeper decline of 2.59 million. Meanwhile, India is still experiencing positive growth, adding a staggering 12.65 million people in a single year. But it's not just about numbers, it's about the age of the population. While China's workforce is aging rapidly, pushing up labor costs and social service burdens, India's workforce remains young and expanding. With a median age of just 28.1 years in 2023, India stands at the cusp of a demographic advantage that could shape its economic destiny. So, does this edge mean India can truly replace China? Let's break it down. Yet, demographics alone don't guarantee economic success. A country's ability to attract foreign investments, establish policy stability, and adopt an export-led manufacturing strategy is what truly matters. And when it comes to manufacturing, India still lags far behind China today. The manufacturing gap. For decades, China has been the backbone of global manufacturing, producing everything from textiles and toys to advanced electronics, industrial components, and machinery. The scale of China's manufacturing dominance is best illustrated in its export numbers. In 2023, China's merchandise exports reached a staggering $3.38 trillion, dwarfing India's $431 billion in exports. This massive gap highlights the maturity of China's industrial ecosystem. Global supply chains rely on China for critical inputs, components, and finished products. Even Indian companies source raw materials and electronics from China. However, there are signs that this dominance may be waning. Rising labor costs, Western sanctions, tariffs, and geopolitical tensions, especially with the United States and the European Union, have made global corporations more cautious about over-reliance on China. This has led many companies to consider diversifying their supply chains, and India has emerged as a top alternative. One key factor in India's favor is its labor cost advantage. In 2023, the average yearly salary in India was around $2,900, compared to China's $16,900. For businesses looking to cut costs while maintaining production scale, India presents an attractive opportunity. This is especially crucial as global corporations look to hedge their risks by setting up alternative manufacturing bases. Foreign investments, the changing tide. Despite India's lower labor costs, China has historically been the preferred destination for foreign direct investment, FDI. However, in 2023, something unprecedented happened. China's FDI inflows dropped dramatically to just $42.73 billion, the lowest since the start of the 21st century. While this decline doesn't automatically mean that India will take China's place, it signals a shift in global investment patterns. But manufacturing isn't just about labor costs or investment figures. It's also about efficiency, productivity, and technological advancement. And here, China still has a strong edge. The automation advantage. To counter rising labor costs and remain globally competitive, China has heavily invested in automation, AI-driven manufacturing, and robotics. In 2022 alone, China installed over 290,258 industrial robots, making it the world leader in automated manufacturing. These investments allowed Chinese factories to move up the value chain, producing high-precision, high-tech goods at scale. India, on the other hand, still relies on a more labor-intensive approach. Its manufacturing sector has traditionally focused on lower-tech industries such as textiles, basic chemicals, and simple electronics assembly. While this model has worked for domestic consumption, it lacks the efficiency and precision that global manufacturers demand. Signs of change: India's auto industry. However, there are bright spots that show India's potential. The automobile industry, for example, is one area where India has proven its ability to compete globally. By 2022, India had become the world's fourth largest car producer, manufacturing 4.4 million vehicles. Global automakers such as Maruti Suzuki, Hyundai, and Tata operate highly efficient plants in India, and some have even turned India into an export hub for certain models. Why does this matter? Because it proves that when the right ecosystem is in place, strong supplier networks, skilled labor, infrastructure, and supportive government policies, India can compete in high-volume, high-efficiency manufacturing. The road ahead. For India to truly replace China, it must address key challenges. 1. Improving infrastructure. Ports, roads, and power supply need significant upgrades to support large-scale manufacturing. 2. Enhancing productivity. Investment in automation, AI, and robotics will be necessary to stay competitive. 3. Policy stability. Investors need consistent policies that encourage long-term commitments. 4. Building stronger supply chains. Reducing reliance on imports, especially from China, will be crucial. India's journey toward becoming the world's next manufacturing giant is filled with potential, but also with immense challenges. It has the numbers, the labor cost advantage, and an emerging industrial base. Global corporations are already shifting their supply chains, and the world is watching as India positions itself as a serious contender. Yet, China isn't stepping aside. With its deeply embedded global supply chains, unmatched manufacturing infrastructure, and rapid advancements in automation, it remains a formidable force. Even as foreign investments in China decline, the country continues to push the boundaries of industrial efficiency, ensuring that its position isn't so easily shaken. So, is India truly on the brink of replacing China, or is this just another phase in the global economic cycle? Can India overcome its infrastructure challenges, improve productivity, and establish itself as the next manufacturing superpower? Or will China adapt, evolve, and maintain its dominance despite the shifting global tides? The answer isn't clear just yet, but one thing is certain: the battle for the world's factory floor has only just begun. What do you think?